In a small town, every morning a poor cobbler would sit on the roadside with his old wooden box and brushes. His name was Kobi. That little box, a brush and a small tin of polish were all he had to make a living. Whether the scorching sun was blazing overhead or rainwater was flooding the streets, Kobi would still sit in the same spot, hoping customers would come. People would stop by, get their shoes polished, pay him, and move on. That was his life. But deep inside, Kobi always felt broken. He often thought, is this my destiny? To always wipe the dust off other people's shoes? Will I ever rise above this poverty? His face always carried fatigue, and his eyes reflected unfulfilled dream. One day, a shiny car stopped on the street. Out stepped a tall man dressed smartly in a suit. Shekhar. Kobi noticed him immediately and thought, this man looks very rich. If I polish his shoes, I might earn some good money. He quickly said, Sir, shall I polish your shoes? I'll make them shine like new. Shekhar looked at him, smiled, and replied, All right, you may polish them. But tell me, what will you give me in return? Kobi was stunned. He thought, what a strange question. I'm just a poor cobbler. What could I possibly give him? He softly said, Sir, I'm poor. I have nothing to give. I'll just do my work and take money in return. Shekhar became serious and said, Son, remember this. Life is not only about taking. True success comes to those who have the strength to give. As long as you remain only a taker, your life will never change. With these words, Shekhar got back into his car and left. But his words went deep into Kobi's heart. That night, Kobi lay awake on his bed, turning from side to side. Shekhar's words echoed in his ears. Life is not only about taking, you must also give. He kept thinking, but what can I give? I have no money, no wealth. I am poor. I have nothing. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He felt his life would never change, but then a thought whispered in his heart. Is money the only thing one can give? Can't I give a smile? Can't I give kind words? The next morning, Kobi decided that from now on he would not just polish shoes, he would also brighten people's hearts. Whenever children came by, he gave them candies for free. When a customer got his shoes polished, Kobi would smile and say, Sir, may not only your shoes shine, but may your fortune shine as well. Slowly, this became his identity. People began coming to him not just for shoe polish, but also to hear his kind words and see his smile. Within a few months, his income started to increase. Kobi thought, if I save some money, I can open a small shop. And indeed, he saved enough to open a little shop called Kobi Shine House. Now Kobi didn't just polish shoes, he also sold new ones. People said, go to Kobi's place. You'll not only get good shoes, but also a happy heart. Years passed. With his hard work and his habit of giving, Kobi grew his business into the biggest shoe store in town. He was no longer just a cobbler on the roadside. He had become a successful businessman. But he always remembered, I didn't have money to give, but I gave smiles and respect. That became my real wealth. One day, at his shop, the same man in a suit, Shekhar, walked in. Kobi rushed towards him and said, Sir, do you recognize me? I'm the same cobbler who once sat by the roadside. You told me that day. As long as you are only a taker, your life will never change. From that day, my life took a new turn. He continued, Sir, I decided that I would not just give people shining shoes, but also a smile, respect, and a little happiness. That became my real wealth. And today, that's what brought me here. Shekhar looked into his eyes and said, Well done, my boy. You have proved that true wealth doesn't begin with money. It begins with the habit of giving. Friends, Kobi's story teaches us a powerful lesson. If we live only as takers, we will never achieve anything big in life. But the moment we start giving, whether it's a smile, kind words, or a helping hand, we open the doors to true success and respect. Remember, the real power to change life lies in our mindset and our habits. The truly rich are those who cultivate the habit of giving.